It's been a while since I've done a vlog on my channel, but today it's finally time I can do it again because I have some exciting things I want to do with my wardrobe. First, I want to declutter and reorganize some sections in my closet. Second, I want to show you new items I added to my capsule. And lastly, I have some pieces I'm thinking about altering, which I will try on and you can help me decide what to do. But first, to decluttering. I'm gonna start by decluttering some items out of my underwear drawer because there are some pieces I just haven't been wearing, like my red set, a black lace kimono, and then some old bras and pasties. But then more excitingly, I'm gonna tackle my entire sport and leisure capsule wardrobe, and I'm gonna put everything that I own into one spot. Here I also included all of my pajamas that I kept in my underwear drawer, which was never the perfect spot for me to keep them, so now I'm gonna do things a little bit differently. And then of course I took all of my items out of my main sport capsule drawer, and lastly all of the items I had in the time hotel storage. Now the reason this declutter is so important to me is because my lifestyle and preferences changed quite a lot in the last few years, but my sport capsule doesn't really reflect that, meaning when I want to dress myself I have to constantly unfold and guess which item I want to wear because most of my leggings and sport stuff look really similar. As for my decluttering approach, I'm using the store method, which is by far the best method that I ever used, and it means my declutter is very quick and easy as I will only keep items that are 100% yes, and I will declutter the 100% no's, and then all of the maybes, all of the items in the middle, I will put into a storage, or what I like to call it, into a store area, so I can shop from it later if and when needed. Now when it comes to my sport capsule, in the past I used to swear by having mostly hybrids that I can use as activewear, casual wear, and even loungewear, so kind of 3-in-1, and I thought I was really smart. But with time, I've noticed these don't really do a good job for all of the different situations. That's why I've been slowly expanding my collection over the last few years, and I've added some cozy pajamas and comfy leggings to my wardrobe, which made the biggest difference. But more importantly, new pieces help me realize that instead of having just one hybrid collection for both active and leisure wear, it's better for me to create two separate collections, one for my sport and active stuff, and then the other for lounging around the house, like my pajamas. If you watch this channel, you kind of know I don't really wear pajamas, but I love to wear them around the house when I'm relaxing. So this is my plan for today, and that's why I'm gonna completely reorganize the drawer as well. This turned out better than I imagined. Everything has the proper spot, which makes me super happy. At the back I have all of my bralettes. Then all of my tops are in here. I have 4 long tops and 4 crop tops, so everything is organized. Then all of my shirts and the skirt are in here. All of my long leggings are in here. All of my long sleeve tops are in these 2 boxes. These are obviously with a zipper and these are without. And then very importantly, the pajama and leisure wear section that I never had before. Here I have all of my tops, the cashmere, the pajama tops. And then at the back I have all of the shorts and longer kind of pajama pants and bottoms. So everything is so well organized. I love it. And now to show you what I have in my store drawer when it comes to my sport capsule and then also underwear. First, you can see I have loads of bras in here, which the reason for that is because I just have too many in my collection at the moment, and I didn't want to have all of my bras out at the same time because then it gets too overwhelming. So instead I put all of these lovely tops in here, and then I also have some shorts and some leggings underneath. Again, these are duplicates that once I need to bring them in, I'm just gonna shop from this drawer. And then for my underwear, as you can see, I have quite a lot of pieces in here. I have loads of socks and then also underwear. And again, I kind of realized I have too many pieces, and then my laundry days were really overwhelming because I had so many socks to fold and so many panties. So what I did, I think it was 2 months ago, I calculated how many I need in my collection so they last me for 2 weeks because that's when I do the laundry, and then the rest I put into my store category. So when I ruin something and I need a replacement, I can just shop from here, and this is working out great. I cannot believe I used to just shop my socks socks and my undies based on the hunch, because now that I have a number that I follow, everything is much better. This is everything I'm decluttering today, and because I know a lot of you want to know my thought process behind decluttering, I'm gonna quickly go through every single piece and explain why I'm letting it go today. And the first piece that I have on the top that I kind of don't want to show you up close because it's really dirty, but I'm just gonna do it like this. But I decided to declutter my white bathing suits because, as I've said, they're really dirty. And honestly, I'm not in love with the idea of white bathing suits in the first place. I always feel when I wear the bottoms, I'm a little bit too self-conscious. So this summer, I really prioritize wearing them a lot so I can kind of feel that I got the wear out of them, my cost per wear. But now that the summer is over, I'm just gonna let this one go. And then the second item is this pink Adidas hoodie because it's just not the style that I really enjoy. All of these really obvious logos in your face, they really bother me. Yes, if they have a tiny logo, I can live with that, but this one is very obvious and in your face. But then also it's not really warm or cozy because the material is kind of thin, and I can show you on the inside. I'm not sure if you can see, but the material is thin and a little bit rougher, and I prefer something a little bit more cozy and a little bit warmer. And then the last problem with this item is that it has a little stain, which it's not a deal breaker for me because sometimes that can happen and I'm still gonna wear items, but with this one it just doesn't come out. No matter how many times I washed it, it's kind of there. And then to an item that I just never ever wear, and it's again a hoodie with really obvious logo. This one is much better than Adidas one, but at the same time, you know, it's still too obvious for my taste. But then more importantly, because this hoodie is cropped, I just don't really have a practical use for it in my life. In the summer, it's gonna be too hot for me to wear it, but then it's gonna get cold really soon, and then in the winter, I just have no need for it. So it's kind of that awkward length for my lifestyle, and it doesn't make sense for me. And because I never wore it and it's in a really nice condition, I just decided I'm gonna sell it instead and someone else can enjoy it. And also I want to mention that now that I'm decluttering the two hoodies, I will allow myself to maybe add a new one to my collection, something that it's really warm, really cozy, and then more importantly, it doesn't have obvious logos. And then I have another Nike top that I just never wear, and it's this gorgeous coral sleeveless shirt. And the main reason I don't reach for it is because it's so light colored, it shows all of my bras underneath. So most of my sport bras in my collection are gonna be shown through the shirt when I wear it, and this is something that I'm really not into. So instead of just kind of wearing it once in a while with a specific bra, I'm gonna be selling this one because it's in a really nice condition. Plus, I have so many tops already. This one is not really needed. And then when it comes to my sport bras, the first one I'm gonna be decluttering is this Calvin Klein bralette, which I love this design. I have it in multiple colors, but this one is very obviously stretched out. As you can see, the elastic is ridiculous. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I can make it work. Maybe I can take it in. But then I was observing the bra on my body and I realized it's stretched out everywhere. It's not just this elastic. So even if I take it in, I don't really get the support that I want. So this one I wore a ton. I loved it, but now it's time for me to let it go. And then I have another bra that I got from my mom, and I kind of took it in because it's free, but I would never buy it because it's not really the design that I like. I don't really love it, how it feels on my body, the support it gives me. You know, I just kind of took it in, wore it a little bit, but now I'm just gonna give it back to her. And I also have some bottoms that I just don't see myself wearing anymore. The first are these pants from Dea that are just very unflattering on my body type. I feel they're too high, the elastic is too strong, and I just don't love how they feel on my body. But I think this is a size M, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, okay, it's an M, which means I'm gonna give this to my sister. She loves this kind of design because she's a little bit taller, her body is a little bit different, so these are gonna be perfect on her. And then I have a pair of leggings I'm gonna be decluttering. These are really old, again from Nike. I wore them a ton throughout the years. But now that I added so many shorts to my collection, and then I also have really comfortable long leggings in my collection, I've realized that the capri leggings are not really necessary or even practical for my life. In the summer it's gonna be too hot for me to wear them, but then in the fall, in the spring, in the winter it's gonna be too cold, because where I live the transition is kind of like whoop, it's overnight and then it's warm or cold. That's why for me I'm just gonna let this one go. Plus they're really old, but you know, they're still in a good condition, and because my mom works in a gym, I can give these items to her and she can give them away for free to people who actually need them, so nothing is going to waste. So these are my sports stuff done, and in total I decluttered 7 pieces, which is amazing for my small capsule. But now I can show you some other underwear and loungewear pieces. I'm not sure how I call this, but first one that I'm gonna be decluttering is a little cami, slip cami, that it's really nice, it's really soft, and I used to wear it a ton, but now that I have my short pajamas in my collection, I just don't really reach for this one anymore. And also the bottom is not that elastic, it's kind of rigid, so when I wear it, you can see it has absolutely no give, so it's not the most comfortable at a bottom. Other material is fine, just the bottom doesn't really work for me. So this one, again, maybe I'm gonna give it to my mom, my sister, but it's gonna go somewhere. And then here I also have some bras and panties, which I'm not gonna show you because I'm not sure if YouTube will be happy about that, but pretty much I have one old nude bra that I decluttered. I have red bra that I almost never wear. I have 2 red bottoms that are a set with a red bra, which again, I think I'm gonna give the set to my sister. And then this one I think I can show you is just kind of a nude bra or bralette. It's really soft and really nice, but on my body it just looks ridiculous. My idea was to kind of wear it with my off-shoulder tops, but when I wear it, it kind of squishes everything down, it makes weird lines, and it just doesn't look flattering, so this one is going too. And then also I have some old pasties that they don't really stick to my body anymore. But now I have 2 more pieces from my main capsule wardrobe that I had in the store category. But first thing that I want to mention is that when it comes to the store category, I have no pressure on myself to declutter. And I think this is the main difference with the time hotel storage, because when I had time hotel storages in the past, I always had this time limit in my head, and it was like, you have to figure out what to do by a certain time frame. But with the store category, I have no pressure at all, and honestly, I could have items in the drawer for years and I wouldn't even care, because in my head, the store category is actually a store. So it's not something I have to go through, but it's just something that is there if and when I need it. But the reason I'm decluttering the 2 items today is because I had a realization that I'm never ever gonna wear them again. So when that happens, of course, I'm gonna declutter my store category, but for the items that I'm still kind of on the fence about, they're gonna stay. So what are these 2 items that just didn't make the cut? The first one that I have is this black t-shirt with really fun sleeves that I kind of love the idea of it, but realistically, it's just not my style. I feel like a little girl when I wear it, not in a good way. And now that I added so many tops to my collection, like my black turtlenecks without any sleeves, or I have a black vest, or even some black bodysuits, now that I have that variety, I know I'm never gonna wear this one because I have other pieces I prefer much more. And then the second item I'm 100% sure I'm never ever gonna wear is my black silk cami that, first of all, I kind of stopped wearing my silk camis. I used to wear them a lot in the past, but now I just don't. And this year I added a black fitted cami with thin straps to my capsule, and I prefer that style so much more. So that's the first reason. But then the second reason is that even if I would return to wearing my silk camis, if my lifestyle would change a little bit, I still wouldn't go for this particular style because, first of all, I don't like that it's the brushed silk. I would prefer something that it's a little bit more shiny. And then second, I also don't like the neckline because it's just really round, and I prefer to have some kind of like a small V at the front. I find it a lot more flattering on my body type. So this is the main 2 reasons I'm gonna be letting this one go. And again, because it's in a really nice condition and it's 100% silk, I can sell it. So this is the declutter done, and now I also want to show you some new items in my wardrobe. Plus, as I've said, I want to try some things on that I want to alter and ask your opinion. But before I do that, of course, a quick reminder that if you're enjoying this video, that you give it a thumbs up. And also, because this is kind of a vlog, if you've come this far, leave me a camera emoji down below so I can know. Thank you. Now, the first new item in my capsule wardrobe are the jeans that you kind of seen in my other videos already, but I finally added the white jeans to my collection, which is long overdue, and I'm so happy now that I have them because All of my other jeans are skinny jeans, and I just wanted to have something in a different style. And honestly, I have to admit, when I first got them and I was wearing them, every time I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, who is this person? I don't recognize myself. And I wasn't sure if this style really suits me. But now that I kind of wore them on repeat, because first of all, they're really comfortable, I realized that actually I know how to style them in a way that they still feel like me, as I've said, and I absolutely love them. I got a really inexpensive pair from H&M because I didn't want to wait for ages before I find the perfect pair. So I just made an exception and I found one inexpensive pair to try out first, and honestly, I love them. And then I also have the new black loafers that I just added to my wish list, and I'm so excited to wear them for fall and winter with my black tights. I think they're gonna look amazing. And I actually got this from Ivaya, and they're the same design as the nude ones that I already have, just in a black color. And then I also got 2 more pairs from Ivaya, which I feel so grateful for, and they're actually booties for fall and winter. And I'm gonna do an in-depth review for you in November. Pretty much I want to do another review because now that I had the shoes for 6 or I would say even 7 months and I've been wearing them loads, I have some important updates when it comes to sizing because I learned a few things here. And then also I want to show you how they've been holding up and all of that. So I cannot wait for the review, and I'm gonna show you the new boots then, but for now you can just see the new black loafers. I love this. And then I have another accessory that I added to my collection, which I'm gonna kind of have to do it in a nice way. But I have a new baseball cap that it's completely black, that it's a little bit more elegant, and the reason I wanted it in my collection is because the only hats that I kind of had in my collection were the style that I have behind, so they're really elegant, really polished, and they just don't work with every single outfit. So I wanted to have an option that is still stylish and elegant but also very practical, and I think this hat is amazing. It's so cute, it's so lovely, and yeah, I can show you from afar. It feels really nice. I love it. And then when it comes to my jewelry, I finally added a gold watch to my collection. As you can see, it's pretty cool, pretty nice. It's very beautiful, and it's actually the same design as this one that I had in my collection for years. It's just a little bit bigger, and obviously we have the different metal. But then I have another update, and that is that I sold 2 more rose gold pieces out of my collection. The first is the Swarovski bangle, and the second are the iridescent rose gold earrings. And the reason for that is because I'm realizing I like to keep everything simple. I love my silver items, love my gold items, and to have the rose gold, for me, it's not necessary. Now I do have 2 more items that I kept because they're really special, like this necklace, which maybe in the future I might potentially sell. And then I also have the rose gold hoops, which again are a little bit more special, but the reason I love this is because they're so light I don't even realize I'm wearing them. So for now they're gonna stay until I can maybe find some kind of replacements. But yeah, this is my collection with all of the updates. And then I also have some makeup updates because I added 2 new pencils to my collection. This one is black, matte black, and this one is just shimmery brown, 2 classic colors. And the reason I did that is because even though I love my eye brush with an eyeshadow, which I can show you, for the last year or so, this is the only thing that I used around my eyes. I have this brush that I use with my eyeshadow to create an eyeliner effect. And even though I still love it for every single day, when I'm filming or if I'm out and about and I'm gonna be sweating, I wanted to have something just a little bit more waterproof. That's why I have the 2 new pencils in my collection. And now finally the pile of alteration, which you know me, I love to alter stuff because then I wear them a lot more. So the first item that I want to alter is this, again, Nike item, which I don't know what I have with Nike. I just don't wear their items a lot, but it's this gorgeous coral zipper jacket that is absolutely stunning and it fits like a glove. But the problems are the sleeves because they're really tight at the end, which means that when I want to roll them up, I cannot do them. Otherwise, I will cut off my blood flow, which is a no-no. So I'm thinking to taking this jacket to the seamstress, and she can either create a zipper here or maybe add a little bit of extra elastic or fabric. If you have any recommendations, I would love to hear them, but something needs to be done here because otherwise I think this one is absolutely stunning. And then the second item I'm 100% sure I'm gonna be altering are my high-waisted special occasion pants that are really long, and the reason for that is because I used to wear them with my really high heels, like 10 centimeter heels. But recently I decluttered all of those out of my collection, so I'm thinking I want to alter them to wear them with my 6 centimeter heels because I have loads of those in my collection, and then I can wear these pants not only for special occasion but also for every day. So this is another thing I'm gonna change, very quick and easy. And now to the items where I really need your help, and you can let me know your thoughts. But first, I'm thinking about adding some loopholes to my skirts. I have two here, but I'm not sure which one I should do, so you can let me know your preference. The first option is this black mini skirt that it's a little bit more fitted, a little bit less elastic, so maybe practically this one would be better to have new loopholes here. Or the other option is my black satin skirt that it's kind of a newer addition, that it's really lovely, but again, it doesn't have any loopholes. So sometimes when I'm wearing my black skirts, I feel like my outfit is missing a little something, and I just miss the belt, to be completely honest. So I want to add one loophole to one skirt. You can let me know which one you think I should do in the comments down below. And now I also have a summer cover-up that I kind of talked about before. If you remember, I was really wanting to wear this one in my main capsule because in the summer I just don't reach for it because it's too hot for me. It's supposed to be a swimsuit cover-up, but because it's not made out of natural materials, I get super hot and sweaty when I wear it, and that's why I just don't reach for it. So my idea is option one is to declutter it, give it to my mom. She's always much colder than I am and she loves this kind of things. Or second option is to actually crop it so I can wear it maybe with some summer stuff, but then also with my main capsule wardrobe. I'm gonna show you on the screen how I was thinking about styling this one, and you can let me know your thoughts, but probably I'm leaning towards decluttering this one because I'm not sure how much I'm gonna wear it even if I crop it. And then to this piece that honestly I've been thinking about for years, but I'm always just a little bit too scared to ruin it. But now I'm kind of like, okay, let me ask your opinion. You can let me know your thoughts. But this one, I absolutely love the sleeves, but I hate that it's a dress because it's very impractical where I live. Again, in the summer, it's gonna be too hot for me to wear it, but then in the fall, in the spring, in the winter, it's gonna be too cold for me to wear it. So realistically, it's so hard for me to wear this piece, so I'm thinking maybe I can transform it into a top and then I can wear it on repeat. But my hesitation is that this dress was A, really expensive, and B, it has this zipper at the back, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna ruin the dress, or maybe I should just kind of declutter it, maybe sell it and get another dress or a top that kind of makes more sense. So let me know your thoughts, and then I can potentially make a decision. I can maybe also ask a seamstress on her thoughts, but yeah, I would love to hear your opinion first. And then the last item I'm thinking about altering is my coral button-up because I just don't reach for it anymore. And whenever I have a piece that I like, but I don't really reach for it, I'm always gonna ask myself, okay, what is going on here? And with this one, what I was thinking about doing is cropping it so I can have a different style in my wardrobe. And I also feel like this one is just a little bit too tight around my chest area. So when I completely button it up, I don't like the fit of it or how it feels on my body. So I think if I crop it, then it's gonna be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more roomy. And yeah, then I can have a new style in my capsule wardrobe to play with, because you know me, I cropped so many of my items in my capsule wardrobe for the summer, and now I wear them on repeat. So this is another thing that I was thinking about, but again, once I cut it, I cannot go back. So let me know your thoughts and what you would do. This is my entire alteration pile, and I'm gonna wait for your feedback before I do anything, and then I'm gonna update you in my community post. So thank you for all of your comments in advance. But this is it for today's video, and if you feel inspired to declutter your own wardrobe as well, I'm gonna link the video with the method that I used today so you can watch it next. Thank you for stopping by today, and I will see you next time.